Hello, my darlings. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we're going to go in deep on your person, your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush. What are their current feelings about you right now? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? What would they say to you from their higher self? If you're in some form of struggle or separation and maybe there's a little bit to no communication or no contact, we'll also be taking a look at outcome. Is there anything that can change? Are there any actions that they are wanting to take towards you? And then stay with me till the end because we will get you advice from Spirit or what Spirit wishes to say to you, messages, as well as timing, just general guidance on timing as to when there may be action or movement forward or change in this connection. So if you're new to this channel, I'm Dr. V. So happy to have you here. If these readings resonate for you, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Join this incredible community. It means so much to me that you are part of this family. I want to make sure that you get the best reading possible. And when you do subscribe, it's a beautiful energy exchange between the two of us. I feel that it helps me to connect with you, who you are, your energy, to give you that best general reading that I possibly can. Now, if you'd like to have specific guidance on your unique journey, you can also have a personal reading with me, or you can even order any of the oracle decks that I have created for you to help you more on this journey at home. Exciting announcement is that all of them are now available for international shipping. So everything can be ordered anywhere all over the world from my Etsy shop. So the link to my Etsy shop, as well as my website to book any private readings, everything is in the box below. So let's get into your card choices today. Be gentle with yourself. Take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. You can pick pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, or you can pick all of them. And as I said, take what works for you and leave the rest. So here are your choices for our beautiful group 1. We have New Moon in Taurus, know your worth. So if you'd like to take a moment to meditate upon each card, see which one you feel most intuitively guided to. For group number 2, we have first quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. And for our group number 3, we have full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. So go ahead and make your selection and we'll start with group number 1. All right, my awesome group number 1 that chose New Moon in Taurus, know your worth. Let's take a look at what your person is feeling about you right now. So we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot. So for our beautiful group 1 spirit, please tell us, what is your person feeling about you right now, today? 7 of Wands, interesting. Five of Wands, okay, we're getting some heavy fire energy here. So your person could be a fire sign, but they don't have to be. And we're getting Judgment. Very, very beautiful energy. All right, so we definitely have some sort of struggle. Okay, your person is feeling very conflicted right now. I'm getting a very deep sense of them feeling isolated, feeling conflicted, feeling very limited in some way. Okay, look at the energy coming from this card, right? We get this sense of So there's something about your person that is making them feel a bit imprisoned right now. There may be some situation, something going on in their life that is really making them feel very held back or held down. It is frustrating them. They know that they must fight to get what they want, right? With this Five of Wands energy, they feel that they have been fighting for their own sense of well-being, their own sense of power. But I feel like they still feel that they have come up short. And when it comes to you, there's some sense of them feeling like they are not good enough, like they haven't been able to give you the time, the attention, the energy that they wish to give you because of this sense of imprisonment that they feel. So there's a sense here right now of a very kind of emotional feeling of being held back, emotional feeling of not being able to get to you. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like there's some sense of like restriction. I'm feeling even almost geographically, like they're not able to leave where they are now and to come be with you or come see you. For some of you, it is literally like a physical type of limitation, you know, like they are far away, you are far away. There's some issues regarding how to travel to see one another. That's for some of you. For others of you, I just feel like it's like this general sense of they are trapped in something. It could be even a third party situation. But as I always say, that doesn't have to be romantic. It can be any situation right now that your person is just struggling with. I feel like there's a lot of inner conflict going on here. They also feel a little bit played. Okay, there's a sense of like they're realizing, like if you have, I feel like if you have noticed that there's people or situations in this person's life that they almost seem like susceptible to manipulation. You know how sometimes because we are more objective, we are outside of the situation, we're not within the situation. Sometimes we can see the ways in which someone we love may be manipulated, controlled, or kind of ruled by other people in their life, but they are not going to see it themselves, right? Because there's emotions involved, there's history involved. There's attachments involved. If it is like a family member, if it's like an ex something, there's something there that is still holding that person. So this is why I do feel that they really do understand or are starting to understand that maybe they have been a little bit of a puppet in while somebody is like pulling those strings on them. Okay, there's a definite kind of like I'm a puppet. Someone has been pulling my strings for a very long time. I haven't been able to see it up till now, but I'm starting to see it now. And I feel like that this judgment energy is very much your person starting to open their eyes to that. Okay, so it may not be the most fast process. You know, it may not be like like a very big light bulb moment, but I feel like right now what they're feeling is that they're starting to associate this feeling of being trapped, feeling limited with the ways in which, you know, they feel that, or starting to understand that there's a manipulation going on, and how it's affecting their feelings for you is that they're starting to see you much more clearly. Like they're starting to understand who truly has their back and who does not. And so it's almost like this slow burning sense of enlightenment, slow burning sense of I'm slowly opening my eyes. I'm starting to realize. And with this beautiful judgment, it's like they're coming to this, especially if there's been a separation here, they're beginning to see the ways in which you have their back in ways that maybe other people who have not had their back, but who always acted like they did. It's like they're finally starting, see, there you go. They're finally starting to see the difference. And it took this time. It took this sense of, this stillness right here where they had the opportunity to test things out. Okay. I feel like maybe they have started to kind of test people in their life, not you, but the other people, other situations. And I feel like through kind of seeing through people, they're finally realizing again that you had their back. You were doing what was right for them as well as for the relationship. You were coming from the right intentions, the right place. There was a deep sense of a disconnect between what you were doing for them, or how like your energy was mixing with theirs in terms of like your intentions. I feel like your intentions were very pure in this person's life compared to other people's intentions in their life, right? And now they're seeing the difference in that purity, right? It's almost like they're seeing how tainted their interactions with these other elements were versus how pure their interactions were with you. And this is why, again, I feel like it's like that slow burning realization that it's time to free themselves from those other tainted types of situations so that they can fully be with you. That judgment energy is very much about second chances, new beginnings, wanting to see the world for what it really is. One of the things I love about the judgment energy, because I also see it as very much about like, okay, I'm going to drop my delusions. Okay. Anything that I've been looking at through the world wrong, looking at in the world wrong with like these rose colored glasses or glasses of bias, or like I said, because of these attachments or these long-standing histories with other people, it's like you can't see clearly. What I love about judgment is that it is about, okay, now I'm cutting through the bullshit. I'm starting to see clearly. And as my perspective clears, what I see shining brightly is your love for me and my love for you. And the fact that you were clear from the beginning. Okay, like their energy, your energy with this person was very clear. The intentions were pure. There's a purity, and that judgment is all about recapturing that. It's about like, cleansing through all of the crap, like really getting through all of it and having a new beginning, having a new perspective, reinventing yourself and reinventing this relationship. And I feel like that's part of what this lake's energy is also about. It's about them finally looking in the mirror and seeing what is real. And they needed that stillness. I feel like there was a lot of chaos. See, Five of Wands brings a lot of chaos. It brings a lot of conflict, right? So I feel like if there was a lot of conflict in this relationship and now that has subsided because there may be some sort of a silence between the two of you, your person needed that stillness to be able to really look at themselves in the mirror and be honest with themselves and say, okay, where is this conflict? Where did this conflict really come from? And who needs to deal with it, right? See, spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. So this is what they want now. Look at this beautiful energy right here. I feel like they are understanding that it is time. If they want this judgment, if they want this new beginning with you, it is time for them to focus on spending quality time with you. Because I do feel for many of you, maybe there has been some sort of, again, with the 7 and 5 of Wands, there's a lot of defensive maneuvers that have gone on here. A lot of defensive energy as conflicts kind of started between the two of you and the general situation. There may have been a lot of defensiveness. Like this person may have really tried to defend their opinion, defend themselves. They may have put up walls. They may have become very, very big on, trying to protect their pride, tried to protect their ego, right? And that built up even more of this sense of like disconnect between the two of you. And that is why I feel like as they're coming out of this, as they're feeling this kind of rebirth of that deep bond between the two of you, the more they are wanting to spend quality time with you. Okay, so I do feel for some of you, you guys just have not been able to spend enough quality time together, and this is something you're both very much longing for, very much like wanting and desiring, right? Like there's a thirst here that's coming through. Your person, you know, like thirsting for having this quality time with you. Okay, so let's get some specific messages. Yeah, see? And some outcome here. And then we're going to take a look at the universe's message for you. And then we're going to look at timing. So you are an angel in my life, and I want to be one in yours. No one gets me like you do. See, this is why I'm saying I do feel that that judgment has very much to do with this. It's like, you know, there's this deep sense of understanding. Okay, there's a deep sense of we just get each other. Okay, sometimes you don't even need to verbalize that. It's just there. You know it, right? You feel it. It's like this instant sense of belonging, this instant sense of understanding each other. And I feel like that's what they feel about you. Like they feel that with you, it hasn't been some sort of uphill battle. It's been very easy. Before these problems arose, like you just got each other. I don't deserve you. You're too good for me. I took you for granted and treated you badly. I'm sorry. Okay, so I feel like for many of you, there is something here again with that 5 of Wands and that 7 of Wands, very passionate energy. There may have been something that was very volatile here, and there was definitely something where they, you know, again, because you were so clear and pure in your intentions, because you knew how to show love, how to demonstrate love, how to be there for this person. It's almost like they took you for granted. It was like too good to be true for them, right? They've never experienced that before. Being apart from you has changed my life. I'm in a dark place right now. I will contact you soon. Yeah. So this is why it's like, I feel like for some of you, your person definitely had this energy of like, wow, is this too good to be true? Like I've never experienced love like this before. They had a lot of limiting beliefs. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why they may have run from this, or they may not have been able to fully accept this love in the way that they should have or could have, with this kind of like very open arms, you know? So there's a bit of a runner's energy here, and not surprising considering we have that, you know, that 7 and 5 of Wands. That's also to me very conducive of this kind of energy. It's an energy of, you know, having a lot of limiting beliefs that make you panic sometimes, and that also make you not really great at solving conflicts in relationships. So I do feel that your person, that's something that they need to work on. You know, they need to work on their own limiting beliefs, but how are they going to solve any kind of issues that arise here? That it's not going to come from ego. It's not going to come from withdrawing and being silent and acting like you're aloof and being very defensive. I feel like, you know, that's kind of their very knee-jerk, almost like automatic response, like autopilot response. They tend to, you know, have this sense of like, I'm just going to withdraw. Okay. Like when I don't like something, or if there's an argument, I'm just going to withdraw and I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to be aloof, because that's how I protect myself. But I feel like they're understanding in terms of how they, again, feel about you. They're understanding that that's not going to work, that this belief, that kind of belief with that runner's energy is actually not helping the situation. I also believe for many of you, it comes from some sort of a partner that they've had in the past. For some of you, there is some sort of active third-party situation, and that's why we're also getting them imprisoned here, right? So take it as it resonates, but it's like they need to either metaphorically get out of this, or both, like physically and metaphorically, emotionally, right? So for some of you, it's kind of like an emotional prison that they're in from the past, versus some of you, it's like an active situation right now. But either way, it's like your person, whatever happened here in this karmic relationship, whether it was in the past or whether it's currently going on right now, whatever happened has made them kind of default to that very, very defensive energy. That's where they get it from, right? It's kind of like a learned behavior or pattern that they really are right now trying to figure out how to get out of, okay? So when could this change? Let's just get some general timing guidance. When could this change? During the first quarter moon phase. Okay, so look up when that is. This will just give you a general guidance. And here is the message from Spirit for you. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level and you're experiencing deep healing. So this is beautiful. The universe is saying focus on deep healing. Your transformation is coming. You are evolving, expanding to a much more beautiful level within yourself as well as in this connection. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. It means so much to me that you subscribe and like and share. It really does help the channel. So please do your part. And it just inspires me so much to keep creating these videos for you. So thank you for being here. Love you guys. See you all in the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose step into your power, here is your reading. So let's take a look at how your person feels about you today. So Spirit, for our beautiful group 2, how does your person feel about you today? How are they feeling? 7 of Cups. Eight of Cups. Interesting. Three of Wands. Wow. All right. So there's something here. I mean, I feel like they're going through a very emotional time right now. There's definitely a sense of confusion. There's a sense of sadness. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of a struggle that has happened here between the two of you, some sort of a separation. But I'm feeling that if there is a separation, it's very temporary. It's almost like right now, like they're very much in this energy of some sort of a pain that has caused them to step back. And it's almost like they are waiting for you to actually speak to them. Okay, so I'm not getting the energy here that they wish to communicate with you in terms of them initiating that communication. Okay, so I'm not getting an energy here that they wish to initiate communication. Even if you guys are still, like, say this is not a separation, this is more like you're just having issues and you are in communication, I still feel that there's something that they're looking for from you. And for some of you, I feel like part of it is some sort of an apology. I don't know, I'm getting this energy. It's like, it's almost like they want you to apologize first, and then they will apologize as well. But they're kind of holding on to the sense of, wanting you to initiate this. Okay, because I feel like whatever has happened here between the two of you, it's been incredibly painful for them. And I'm sure it has been for you as well. But it has put them into some sort of a situation here where they almost feel like they're asking the question, am I supposed to now move on without you? It's like they're almost asking that question to you energetically. It's like they're wondering, like, is it over? I feel like there's a lot of confusion right now that they're feeling as to, is this over between the two of us? Am I supposed to think that this is over? Am I supposed to move on from you? Or do I still wait to hear from you? And I feel like what they're deeply desiring is to hear from you. I'm not feeling that they want to turn their back on this and move away, although it's almost like they feel like they're being pulled in that direction. Okay, so it's almost like I feel like they feel like if they don't hear from you, then that is a sign that you're done with them and that they should move on without you. But that's not what they want to do. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of energy of confusion. There's a lot of energy of I don't know what action to take. Okay, so it's like this is a very interesting energy coming through. It's very much an energy that is scattered, and that's why I'm feeling very scattered as I take in the energy of these cards. I feel very scattered energy. Like it's almost like every day they're thinking something different. Like today they'll wake up and say, well, maybe this is over and I should just move on. Then tomorrow they'll wake up and say, oh no, I don't want to move on. This is not, I can't. I love you. I won't let you go. So it's almost like they don't know. They're seeking some sort of stability themselves, and their emotions are really, their thoughts and their emotions are taking them up and down. So as each day goes by, it's like they're going around in circles in their head about you. Okay, they don't know what is the answer. They don't know what to do. And this is why I feel like there's, this is why with that Three of Wands, it's almost like they're waiting to see what you'll do. So they're waiting to see what you'll do, and they think that will give them some indication of what they should do. But I'm not getting the energy that they're figuring out what they should do in terms of taking initiative on their own. Right? It's like it's almost like they don't know what is the right thing to do on their own in a vacuum without knowing what you're thinking or what you're doing or what you want to do. So it's almost like they're trying to cater their approach to all of this based on what you say or what you do. And the reason for that is because I feel that they have a very deep love for you. You affect them very deeply. You affect them in a very deeply emotional way. And I feel like this person is not used to that. You bring out emotions in them that are very raw, that are they're very much deeper than emotions they're used to feeling. And I think that's another reason why they've kind of like veered into the Seven of Cups energy, because they're feeling things very deeply in a new way that they are not used to, or at least they haven't felt in a very long time. Okay, so this is why it's almost like they don't want to, they're afraid that if they say something, they will screw it up massively. Okay, like they're afraid of one more screw up. There's a really deep sense of, I don't want to say panic, but that's how I feel. It's like there's a deep sense of fear, a deep sense of fear that if they speak, they are going to lose you completely. Like they're afraid that if they speak first, based on whatever it is that they say, that's gonna like break the relationship totally, completely. So I feel like they really do need to breathe because I'm getting a real sense of panic from them, a real deep sense of heightened emotions, deep emotions, emotions that are very confusing, that are very overwhelming, and a lot of fear with that Eight of Cups. I feel like they're really afraid that if they screw this up, that they will be forced with this Eight of Cups to move on without you, that they'll be forced to live life without you. And that's something they don't want to do. But I do feel that their energy is very, very chaotic right now. It's very like all over the place. It's very confused. It's deeply emotional. And that's why I feel so strongly that they need to breathe, because I feel like when you have all these thoughts and feelings running through your mind and you're operating out of fear of loss, fear of the loss of love, fear of the loss of someone you truly love, you kind of like, you're really forced to just step back and breathe, you know? I'm going to take a very deep breath myself because I'm feeling that energy from them. It's a very scattered, chaotic energy. They need to find their center again. They need to breathe through and find some sense of peace again within themselves, and to come out of this sense of panic that they're feeling at the idea that they may lose you. Okay, and I feel like the reason why they're like this is because they have been through this before. This Eight of Cups is coming to me, that coming from them to me, that they are kind of used to this pattern in relationships. They have experienced a lot of loss in relationships before, and they don't want to experience that again. Look at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. See? So I feel like, and then they also got love yourself first, right? So I feel like there's this sense of, you know, they tend to, or they have felt that in the past they've lost their self-respect in past relationships, and that they have certain patterns of behavior where, you know, they get very scattered, they get very panicky. I feel like sometimes they may hold on too tight, or they may just let go completely. And that's where it's like, it's almost like extremes of behavior that they don't know what to do. You know? It's like this extremes of behavior where they feel like the only way to come out of confusion, or the only way to be more decisive, is to do either an absolute yes, you know, like go after it with everything they've got, or to completely withdraw. Right? It's almost like they don't have a lot of bandwidth for what comes in between, right? They don't have a lot of bandwidth for being in a more like balanced state of being. Okay, this is something they definitely struggle with, you know? They tend to sometimes be out of balance in how they approach a relationship that is very deep, spiritual, and serious. Okay, so that is what throws this person for a loop. And I feel like their feelings for you are extremely deep, extremely serious. And so that's why it's sending them into that kind of, you know, panicky state again, right? Where they tend to maybe behave in ways that are difficult. I do feel that this person can act out at times. Okay, that Seven of Cups energy is telling me that sometimes they act out because that's a coping mechanism for them. And you may not like the way they act out, right? That might be an issue here. But the reason for that, again, is because they have this issue with loving themselves first. I feel like there's a bit of a lower self-esteem that they feel when it comes to deep, meaningful, loving relationships. I feel like this is the kind of person who does better with more practical things. It's like, you know, they may be very good in their career. They may be very good in their business. They may be very authoritative in those areas. Like they excel in those areas, right? But when it comes to you, when it comes to their soulmate, their twin flame, the person they love, they are like a bit more on the, you know, like this side, right? Like it's like they're more on this, okay, I can very easily put myself in this kind of frozen out stage. Like I can very easily put myself in a not very good place. So I feel like they're starting to see this, right? They're seeing this. And that is why they're so afraid that if they say something, or if they are the first to initiate, they're afraid that whatever they say is gonna make you want to, you know, keep them frozen out with this winter's energy. It's like that they're going to freeze themselves out of your love. Like they're going to be on the outside looking in. They're going to be the loser in this. You know, they're going to lose you. They're going to lose your trust, your love, all of that. And so I feel like it's very hard for them. They have certain patterns, okay, that they need to look at more closely in relationships. And I feel like one of the reasons why they have a hard time doing that with you, especially, is because when it comes to their emotional life, they may hit that panic button pretty fast, okay? And then they act out. That's why we're getting these kind of messages. I'm sorry for being critical of you. I know I hurt you with my harsh words and actions. See, this is where it's like they may have this tendency to act out, you know, retaliate, have some sort of a backlash in a way that they should not. Please give me a second chance. I still love you and want to start over. I want to share my life with you. See, so we're getting here a lot of these messages about, okay, I screwed this up. Will you give me a second chance? I want you to believe in me again. I know that I must take full responsibility for my actions. I will earn your trust again. So again, now we have 3 messages here of them losing your confidence, losing your support, acting out in some way that was not good for them, that was really based on some of these really negative patterns that they may be dealing with. And again, I'm getting the energy that this person, one of the things that you're going to have to understand about them is that they don't take conflict well. So when something gets difficult for them, they have a hard time breathing, as in like it literally sends them into this panic mode. It makes them feel like really not sure of themselves. Then they lash out. They might say something that is difficult, you know, that is very like, you know, hurtful or harsh in order to protect themselves. But it really does come from their sense of not being able to handle conflict or handle things very easily, and a sense of being afraid that they're going to lose you. Okay, so that's why I feel that they are working on that. Like they're understanding this, they're working on this process of understanding themselves better and seeing where they went wrong with you. And so now it's like there's a definite sense of regret coming through here. There's a definite sense of, okay, I need to fix this. But like I said, with that 3 of Wands, it's almost like they're waiting for you to show that you even want to hear what they have to say, you know? But they're afraid that whatever they say, what if it makes things worse? Okay, so that's really interesting. So let's take a look at timing for you. 4 days. Okay, so you may, you know, be dealing with this situation pretty soon. You may see some sort of a change or resolution in this. And look at Spirit's message for you is yes. Just say yes. Okay, so apply that as it works for your life, for your situation, for what, you know, I feel like this, you can even use this for your life in general, right? Maybe you've been practicing some sort of resistance in life. Maybe it's time for you to be more bold and say yes to more things, to doing things, going places, connecting with other people. I feel like this is not just about this person. I feel like saying yes may be something that is imperative to elevating your life experience at this time as well. Beautiful. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created for you, all of the links are in the box below. We also have international shipping now for everything through my Etsy shop. So please do like, subscribe, and share. It means so much to me. It really motivates me, inspires me to keep creating this content for you. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose take inspired action. Here is your reading. Let's take a look at what your person is feeling about you right now. We have the 5 of Swords. Ten of Swords. Wow. Okay. Your person may be an air sign. They don't have to be, but they may be. A lot of headspace. 7 of Pentacles. All right. So definitely your person right now, like they're really caught up in their thoughts, in their head right now. Okay. They're feeling really, really bad about what is going on between the two of you. There's something here that has definitely been very, very difficult. I feel like there's certain issues here that the two of you have been trying to work out. And for many of you, take this as it resonates, but for many of you, I feel like these issues may have been going on for quite a while. And there may even have been an assessing kind of point where one or both of you were trying to figure out, like, okay, is it time to end this? You know, is there a resolution here? Because I feel with this Ten of Swords very strongly, whatever the issues have been, they've been very mentally and emotionally heavy for both of you. Okay, I feel that it has been an exhausting time, and I don't think that it's because this is not an issue of love. I feel like the love is there very strongly. The issue is whatever's going on around it. Okay, why is this so difficult? I feel like this is what your person has been thinking about. What is the path towards resolution? Because what they're feeling is, and I know, again, I feel it very strongly that there's been a question that has been put forward here. There's something in both of your minds, okay? And it may be just a thought that you both have had. You may not have verbalized this. For some of you, it's just a thought. For some of you, maybe you did kind of verbalize this. But I'm getting this energy from the Ten of Swords that both of you have posed the question, is it time to let go? Okay, is it time to let go of this relationship? Is it, as much as we love each other, as much as we want to be together, is it just not going to work out? I feel like this is the question. This is kind of like the $6 million question, but it's making you both feel horrible. Neither of you want to say, no, it's not going to work out. Maybe we should move on. Maybe this is it. You know, I don't feel that your person wants to do that. But what's really crushing them right now is the thought of that. It's crushing them. The thought that maybe this cannot be worked out. Maybe we're going to have to let each other go. This is what they're feeling right now. It's like they don't want to let go. They don't want to move on without you. They feel that they have built something so beautiful with you. Seven of Pentacles, like they feel very grounded in what they have built with you. Okay, so this is something that is really important to them. And what they're trying to do right now is to hold on to all the good things that you guys have experienced together. They're trying to ground their energy, like with this, you know, all this swords energy. There's a lot of energy here of, you know, obsessively thinking about the problems. Sometimes it's very hard to avoid that obsessive thinking, right? Where if we don't see a solution, if we don't see a resolution to the problem, instead of focusing on the solution, we just replay the problem in our minds again and again. And I feel like that's what they're doing right now. They just keep replaying with this Five of Swords, whatever conversations you've had that went nowhere. They're replaying, you know, arguments or discussions or disagreements that you've had that have gone nowhere, okay? And this is why I feel like both of you are definitely in this energy of exhaustion, okay? We've exhausted every avenue. We've had every discussion. We've had every talk around this. There's a sense of, are we now beating a dead horse? You know, like I hate to say that. That's not a very nice phrase. It's an old one. I apologize. Poor horsey. I don't mean it that way. But there's a sense of like, okay, where can this solution be? We've looked everywhere for it. Why is it not working? Why do we feel both exhausted, even though we love each other, even though we want to be together, right? And so they're looking for some sort of a new beginning here. They're looking for the end of this cycle. The Ten of Swords tells us that your person is saying, okay, it's time to end the cycle. I don't think that they mean to end the cycle by ending the relationship, because again, this Seven of Pentacles tells us that they're very much trying to get out of the obsessive negative thinking and into focusing on the seeds that they have planted with you. Like, what have you already, what foundation have you already laid with one another? Like, you know, all the good things that you've already done. Is there a way to build upon that? I feel like that is the question that they're asking themselves. It's almost like they're trying to change their thinking out of their own ego, because this Five of Swords is also very much kind of like this egoic thinking, a lot of pride, a lot of like, I need to be right. You know, I still think I'm right, although I won't admit it. Like, it's almost like, I feel like they've decided to not say anymore that they think they're right, even if they're truly still believing that, because I think they've realized that if they keep saying that I think I'm the one who's right here, that this will end. Ten of Swords, they'll lose you completely. So they don't want to do that anymore. Instead, they're feeling like maybe I should focus on what is good. What is it that we share? What ideas, new beginnings, what ideas or what mindset do we share, right? Where do we agree is where they're now focused. Okay, so your person, in terms of their feelings right now, they want to focus on the points at which you agree. They're tired of focusing on the things that you don't agree upon. They don't want to go there anymore. It's like they're tired of disagreeing with you. That's the energy. Okay, they're tired of the disagreements. They're tired of the discussions. They don't want to focus on those things anymore. They want a new day with you, a new beginning where the focus is on what is working and how can we build upon that versus what's not working. So do you see how there's a different perspective there? And that's a good thing. Also, it's like a difference in energy, right? Like you're energetically, if you're only focusing on the things that aren't working, it's going to only take you so far, and you're going to start hitting a wall, right, with each other. But if you can shift that energy, put a pin on that, right? Let's say, okay, we're not going to talk about those 2 or 3 things that are not working. Okay, we're not going to talk about it. But what we are going to talk about are the things that we love about each other, are the things that made us come together in the first place, the things that make us feel so close to one another. And we're going to just right now put a pin on the other stuff. Let's just focus on the good. Do you see how that can change and shift the energy between the two of you? It doesn't mean that your problems will go away, but maybe you can circle back to them when you're in a different place energetically. So this is why I feel like right now it's like what they truly want is a new way, a new beginning in this connection. Okay? See, take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. So it's like they want to continue taking a chance on love with you. And look at this. We see, okay, see how we see, look at this, 2 figures in this boat here. You can tell that they are going through choppy waters right here. There's a stormy waters here. And these are dangerous, right? Like they could totally topple over. But look, I feel like they're coming from choppy waters towards peaceful waters, right? Like they're navigating towards their happy ending. These peaceful waters eventually turns into this path that leads to like this beautiful, peaceful place. And so I feel like that's what they want. They want to continue to take this chance on love with you, break through these choppy waters and start coming into peaceful waters. And maybe some of those issues are financial for some of you. Maybe they have to do with, they may have some sort of issues with work, career, finances, stability, geography. Like maybe for some of you might be far away from one another. Moving towards each other might be difficult financially. For some of you, there is some sort of a burden, like a responsibility or a financial burden that your person is constantly dealing with that is adding issues. For others of you, I also feel that your person is also wanting to work on this in their life as well, to kind of distract them away from some of these issues here, and to feel like they're working towards being just a better, more successful person for you and for the life that they want to build with you. Okay, so either way, this is a good energy, like in the sense that for like, you know, if this has been an obstacle, they're working to resolve it. If this has not been the obstacle, they're still focusing on this to be more worthy, to like be more of the kind of person who has something great to offer to you and with whom you can build something really beautiful. Okay, so very interesting, really good energy coming through here. And again, I feel like that finances and career card is also all about the ways in which your person with the Seven of Pentacles really does want to lay that foundation, right? Feels like that finances and careers also has a lot to do with laying the right foundation so that they can offer you something substantial. So they can make an offer that is going to bring the two of you together with a shared sense of purpose. And I feel like when you get into that shared sense of purpose type of energy, right? When you get into that shared purpose type of energy, it's much, much better and more healing of that Five of Swords energy. Yeah, see? So I feel like your person very much wants to get past that Five of Swords and Ten of Swords energy, okay? They don't want to settle for less. They don't want to settle for less with you. They want it all with you. They want something amazing with you. See, don't lose hope for us. We've been through tough times together. I will always fight for us. See, beautiful, beautiful. I miss you no matter what it looks like on the outside. I've become good at hiding my true feelings. Okay, so like I said, there's been, with this Ten of Swords and Five of Swords, if there's been a separation, I can see that it has been painful, and that's why we're having this obsessive kind of thinking going. But that's why your person is coming to the end of that. They just don't want that anymore. See, I didn't believe in myself or in you. I let my low self-worth ruin our love. I want us to heal together. Beautiful. Beautiful. See, so this is why I feel that your person, they're feeling a very, very deep loss here. This is very much like that Ten of Swords energy, okay? They're feeling a very deep sense of loss in the issues that you guys have been having. They feel that if they were to lose you completely, they would lose themselves. They would lose a part of themselves that is so big, so important. They don't want to lose that. They almost feel like they will lose their purpose, part of their purpose in life, because you make up so much of that. Okay, so again, I feel like, if you've been asking the question, this is where it's like that's been the most painful thing to this person, is that asking the question, is it time to let go? No, if I let go, I just would feel a complete loss. Like, I don't think I could recover from this loss. So this is why they want to rise above. Okay, they're trying. Again, that Seven of Pentacles energy with the new beginnings and this finances and career, I feel like there is a beautiful possibility here that your person and you together, if you can put a pin into right now some of those things that aren't working and focus on the foundation that you have created, focus on your strengths together, you will be able to rise above this drama. Because I don't feel that your person, even if maybe you guys have in the heat of the moment said, okay, this is it, no more, I'm done with you, we're done with each other, this is never going to be resolved. I feel like deep down inside, that's just words. They're just saying no, I'm not going to settle for anything less than you. Yeah, it might be tough. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like I'm hitting rock bottom with some of our issues, but you know what? You are my person. So I don't want to settle for anything less than. I'm getting a very strong energy that it's almost like if they were to move on from you, they feel like they would downgrade. Okay, yeah, sure, they can find somebody else, but it would be a downgrade from you. I don't think that they believe that they can upgrade, you know, like not that they even want to, but I wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like they know that what they have with you, regardless of whatever the issues are, is really, really powerful. And they don't want to settle for less. They would rather build it into something more rather than settle for less. So here is, let's take a look at timing, and then let's get Spirit's message for you. So when could this change? See? This one just flew out. Look at that. It happens when you release your resistance. Okay, so again, this is all resistant energy, right? So as the two of you release that resistance, focus on what is working, see, you're going to see the change. That's why in this divine timing oracle deck, you're not even getting timing. It's going to happen, boom, fast if you let go of the resistance, if you let go of the things that you've been focusing on in a negative way. See, dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Again, do you see how these beautiful messages are just repeating from Spirit? This is Spirit's message to you. They want you to dance with life. They want you to change up your energy. And if you can change up your energy, you can also change up your energy with this person and vice versa. If you guys change up this energy together, it's going to be really, really useful. It's going to benefit and uplift both of you out of whatever rut you maybe feel like you're being stuck in right now. Okay, beautiful. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you. We also have international shipping for everything now through my Etsy shop. Everything is linked in the box below. Thank you so much for liking this video. Please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe and share. It inspires me to continue making these videos for you. It's absolutely free and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next one.